Imagine an insect the size of an adult thumb, equipped with a quarter-inch stinger that injects venom capable of dissolving human tissue. In the mountains of Japan, locals call it the osuzubachi, the giant sparrow bee. But scientists know it as Vespa mandarinia japonica, the Japanese giant hornet. This isn't your average backyard yellow jacket. With a wingspan topping 3 inches and a speed of 25 miles per hour, this apex predator doesn't just sting. It massacres entire ecosystems in a matter of hours. What makes this hornet so terrifyingly effective? It starts with its weapons system. First, look at those mandibles. They aren't for chewing leaves. They're heavy-duty shearing blades powered by massive head muscles, built to decapitate prey instantly. Second, its stinger. Unlike honeybees, giant hornets don't lose their stingers after an attack. They can sting repeatedly, pumping out a cocktail of neurotoxins and tissue-destroying enzymes called mastoperin. The venom actually breaks down skin cells and causes intense pain. Victims compare it to a red-hot nail being driven into the skin. And if you happen to crush one? It releases an alarm pheromone that summons its entire nest to your exact location. Every autumn, when hornet colonies need protein to feed their next generation of queens, they launch coordinated raids. Their favorite target? Honeybee hives. When a scout hornet finds a hive, it marks it with a liquid pheromone scent. Within minutes, reinforcements arrive, a strike team of just 20 to 30 giant hornets. What follows is an absolute bloodbath. Against European honeybees, which were imported to Japan and have no natural defense, a tiny group of hornets can slaughter a colony of 30,000 bees in under 3 hours. They don't even bother using their venom. They simply walk through the hive, decapitating a bee every few seconds, until every adult is dead. Then, they plunder the hive's brood, taking the bee larvae back to feed their own young. But nature always finds a way to balance the scales. Native Japanese honeybees have spent thousands of years co-evolving alongside this killer. They developed one of the most incredible defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom. When a hornet scout enters a Japanese honeybee hive, the bees don't flee. They pretend not to notice until the hornet is deep inside. Then, hundreds of bees surround it instantly, forming a tight, buzzing sphere known as a hot defensive bee ball. The bees don't sting the hornet, because its armor is too thick. Instead, they vibrate their flight muscles rapidly. This motion generates intense heat, raising the core temperature inside the ball to exactly 47 degrees Celsius while simultaneously driving carbon dioxide levels through the roof. The native bees can survive temperatures up to 48 degrees Celsius. The giant hornet succumbs at 46. By pushing the temperature just 2 degrees past the hornet's lethal limit, the bees literally cook the invader alive from the inside out before it can call for backup. The Japanese giant hornet is a creature of terrifying efficiency, a nightmare for invasives, but a vital part of its native ecosystem. It reminds us that in the insect world, survival isn't just about who has the biggest weapons, but who has the cleverest strategy. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.